Jay, are you happy with your 8 names you've got so far?
Yeah, look, they're locked in from last year, and it's a fantastic group of players. Arguably the best young, or 8 of the best young players in Australia. So to have them available for us is a great bonus. Hopefully with injury and availability, from their point of view, they'd like to be playing cricket for Australia around that time. So we'll manage that, but as a core group, it's a fantastic group of players.
But a couple of them you didn't even really have last year, Cummins and young Mitch Marsh. So to have those guys, it's like getting 2 brand new players, really, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. You know, we've got Ashton Agar also, who was contracted last year. We've seen how well he's doing. So to have that sort of young talent with some of our senior players, it's a great bonus. Oh, look, we've got to make it very clear with Mike Hussey. We've done everything in our power to secure him. We've worked really hard, and now it's in his court. He knows how much I think of him personally and professionally, and it's absolutely his choice now whether he wants to play cricket in West Australia or not.
When are you expecting a decision?
Well, I know we can formally talk about it from today. There's been a lot of rumours and a lot of innuendo, and but the period started today, so formally we can talk to him about that, and then it'll be announced, and there'll be a lot more speculation, a lot more whispers and a lot more talk, but it can be announced I think on the 22nd of July.
Just in case he's watching maybe one of the stations tonight, do you want to make a pitch to him?
I've made plenty of pitches to Mike Hussey, don't worry. I've talked, I've talked to the West Australian public. I've got a pen here to sign a petition to get Mike Hussey to play in Western Australia. So he's very clear how I feel about him, and as a person and as a cricketer. So personally and professionally, Mike Hussey is very clear what I think and what we think at the WACA. Let's hope he makes the choice to stay here.
JL, no Herschel Gibbs, Kadich or Hogg on today's list. Are they in your sights at all?
Yeah, look, most certainly. They've been fantastic for us. That experience, I really believe that over the last 2 years, the Scorchers have based their success on some good young players, but also on that those senior players. You know, talk about even Paul Collingwood, Herschel Gibbs, Simon Kadich, Marcus North, senior players. So they'll definitely be part, and we're obviously just talking about them at the moment. Brad Hogg's an interesting one. He's, again, people know how I feel about Brad Hogg personally and professionally. He's got to make a choice whether he wants to continue playing cricket or not, more than anything else. He's at that age, he's 42 years old now. I know he was still the fittest guy in the Scorchers last year, but it's in a lot of ways we've put the ball back in his court to see if he's willing to put in what he needs to keep playing.
So he's a bit undecided, is he, about his future?
Yeah, I think so. We've had some good conversations, and again, he knows how we feel about him. We all know how the West Australian public feels about Brad Hogg and being involved with the Perth Scorchers. So there's plenty of issues to raise with him, but we've had some good discussions, and hopefully we'll know sooner rather than later whether he's going to play next year or not.
How aggressive would it be with trying to recruit be a role player or even a big name player with this window?
It'll be very important, particularly with our overseas players. So we'll look very closely at our overseas players. So that'll be one part of it. Reality is, though, Skeet, if you look around, a lot of players are already locked in to different franchises. And the reality is there's no real marquee players out there who are either aren't already signed up or who are available to come to the Scorchers. So, which is exciting in another way, because my mantra since I've been here is that we're going to try and develop and coach and bring on our local players. We've got plenty of good local young players, but of course we need those marquee players with the experience to help us win silverware.